welcome back to Sizzy Reviews, and I'm here today to talk about the hit show Star that was made by Empire. If y'all don't know what it is, then it aired the day that Empire took its mid-season break, and it's about three girls and they're living three different lifestyles and coming together as a singing group with all their musical talents to become the best R&B group there is. I will say spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, you don't know nothing about it, check my other review on the season premiere. It will be in the description box below. And with that being said, let's get started. So, yesterday night's episode opened up with them talking to the guy that's supposed to promote them, that promoted Mary and Carlotta, which is Mary died and Carlotta is who's taking care of them at the time, and that's Queen Latifah. So it starts out there, and she had warned them in the last one to not have any contact with them anymore, and it starts with him talking to them three about the show they did at his nephew's house, which I don't think they know that that's his nephew, the football player. Okay, skip ahead, because if you want to know the backstory, like I said, it will be in the description box below, the link to the first episode that I did, so that you can catch up. So you might want to watch that first. Okay. So now, after they did the show and they're extra confident about themselves, and then it leads over to them being in the barbershop and them all talking, and then Queen Latifah realizes that he didn't listen to her and that they're still dealing with him. And then this happens. Okay. So, after that, they go and it switches over to Alexandra, the neighbor boy. So she is getting it on with the neighbor boy. It shows that. And she is seemingly finding her way in Atlanta and being free and not trapped down by her father, who is Lenny Kravitz, that wants her to do his music only and not focus on her own music, which makes no sense, because if you're a rock star and your daughter is a singer and she's good enough to do your music, then she's good enough to do her own. Second of all, everybody is going through their own demons. Star was in and out of homes, and she was sleeping around and everything. And Simone is still dealing with her past and the guy that was molesting her. So, putting all this together and fueling it, what happens next is they're practicing in the salon a song. In their minds, it's another song, but it's a song that came out a long time ago, and she's dancing and everything. And then Alexandra's parents walk in, and they are the snootiest, most vindictive, evil, nasty mouth people. They are above and beyond. So Alexandria gets upset because now her cat's out the bag. Everybody knows that she's Roland's son, Roland's son, Roland's daughter, the rock star. And now Star's upset because she's like, well, you had all this money. This is your father, and you didn't do nothing about it. You got us struggling in Atlanta when he could just cut us a record deal and this all be over with, and we could just go straight to the top. And she was upset about that because she told Star, you don't understand my father. It's not about that. That is not what he's going to do. He is scummy. So the manager guy, I think his name is Arulo, he went to his sister and asked for more money to do their demo for this big upcoming event in Atlanta, and they said no. So then he goes to some other lady that owns a club or whatever, and she gives him a job, and all the while he's still snorting coke is why Queen Latifah don't want them mixing with him, because she doesn't want those girls to end up on drugs like they were on drugs when he was supposed to be managing them. So then Star takes it a step higher and says, oh, I'm just going to go talk to Alexandria's dad myself. And she does. But it leads into her almost sleeping with him and Alexandria's mother walking in on the situation. And she apparently is a pill popper, a drug addict or something. And that's why Alexandria said she was dead. She might as well be, because she's incoherent to everything that's going around in the world. And it doesn't seem to faze her. But when she saw Lenny Kravitz about to sleep with Star, it did faze her. She got upset. She was crying. So obviously there's still some life left in that woman somewhere. So Alexandria decided, after arguing with Star and Simone, not to leave the group and to pursue their goals without the father. So Star apologized for being a douche and trying to sleep with her father to get their way. And then Simone, she's still having nightmares about the guy that was molesting her, and she thinks that he's coming for her, so she decides to pop 12 Xanax and drink and wash it down with scotch. Bad move. I don't know why she decided to do that. But then she went to church, and she's singing in the church. Tyrese is the preacher or priest or what have you. I thought he was a preacher, but he's got on a priest collar, so there you go. She's singing her heart out. They're at home singing their new song, singing their heart out. Simone drops. Okay, in the ambulance, they make it seem as if Simone died because they resuscitated her and nothing. So that was basically the end of the show. So they showed clips of next week, and it looked like Simone lived because she was in the bed and Star was crying, Queen Latifah was crying. I want to see if Queen Latifah is going to finally tell them everything about their mother, because it's a secret, and I want to know what happened to their mother, why she died. I'm pretty sure she had a drug overdose, because everything about Mary is taboo, it's hush-hush. So soon we shall see what actually happened to Mary, hopefully. But I just had to give y'all this quick review. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said in the description box below, it will be the first episode review that I did. And then you can kind of get an idea of where it all starts. And until next time, have a good night. Peace. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.